Guys, welcome back to the channel, Lower Michigan Adventures, aka they call me Jimmy Boy. They call me Jimmy Boy, and I'm your new friend. Today what we're planning on doing is we're gonna do a little tent tour of the White Duck Regatta 10, and this is going to be a little review and show you my setup. I think I got it all set up pretty decent. It's a hot tent and it's high quality, so come join us. Oh, by the way, did I mention all the solar? Somebody said, Jimmy Boy, you got all that power, do you got solar? Absolutely. I'm gonna take you in and show you. Come on, come with me. All right, guys, first thing first, let me see if I can flip this around. There we go. First thing first, guys, come on. So we got some solar right here. Of course, while we're recording, it wouldn't be a Jimmy Boy official review if we didn't have a train in the background. Anything to challenge old Jimmy Boy. He said, bring the challenge, Jimmy. Bring it. We got a little bit of solar. She's all hooked up too, guys. I spent the extra time. Let me take you inside. We'll take you around the Regatta. It's the Regatta 10 White Duck. Take you up close here. Come here, look at this. What they did, and what I like, is that they put this little doomajiggy right here to run your wires through for your solar or your electric, whatever you need. I think it's a perfect little addition to the White Duck Regatta 10. An amazing canvas tent. I think they did a really good job at manufacturing this. They thought a lot of things out. With that being said, come on in. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I gotta show you my setup. Oh yeah, here we go. So welcome inside the Regatta by White Duck, the Regatta 10. And I had to take the camera off the tripod because I got small space, a little limited. This is an official Jimmy Boy product review. I bought this with my own money, secondhand, so I appreciate the deal I got from this old man. That's all. Anyways, so they said, Jimmy Boy, come check this out. So here we go. So this is the little guy, and we're taking in 42 watts from the solar outside, 45. Now the sun's trying to peak, and that's been known. If the sun really gets good, it'll, let me see how we're doing here. Let me get that up there. 45, 47 watts input. Now, this thing I can run, now that's right here is the electric blanket. So now we're pulling about 46 watts to run the electric blanket. Now, once that's in the sleeping bag, that'll kick on and off and maintain. So actually it won't take nearly as much juice as you think it will. It says it'll run for 10 or 11 hours. It's way more than that by far. Also, it's really good. This is the ALLPOWERS S300 Plus. Perfect for charging up all your camping devices, small stuff. Over here, I've got the ALLPOWERS R1500. And what that's doing is that can run my BougeRV mini fridge, my Keurig, and pretty much any other devices I need it to for the whole entire weekend. Right now, let's see what we're doing here. We're taking in 123 watts from outside, and right now we're actually running the overhead light for filming, and that's pulling 22 watts. And the R600 actually is, I think it's already at temperature, so it's shut off, and it's up to full. We got the wire coming into that, so that charged up really quick, top right back off. And the BougeRV is literally plugged into the DC right here, going across to the BougeRV. That'll run that the whole entire night, no problem whatsoever, because right now the compressor's off and it's not pulling any juice whatsoever. So it can run for hours if not days. No, hours. Let's just call it hours. We got Bella Lou right here. She's sleeping. She's trying to sleep. Will work for coffee. I love my Black Rifle coffee. For safety reasons, we always have the fire extinguisher. It is 76 degrees inside, so it's awful warm. I haven't opened up any of the windows. I've got the kettle right here, the little kettle. And if you come across here to the side, I got to get that fired back up. She's acting up. She's not wanting to fire up for me. She's being a pain. She's firing up and going out. I may have it snuffed out, but we'll get this fired back up, and then I think I got the fire going. I got my official hat on. I got the Jimmy Boy glasses. I feel like taking a little power nap. Lou, are you tired too? You gonna take a power nap, baby? You too tired. Oh, I got this little electric blanket. Perfect. It's running off the S300 Plus by ALLPOWERS. I got my fire going. I think I got my fire going good. Oh yeah, baby. She's going. Finally got her going. I had to mess with it a little bit. But as you can see, we got plenty of room inside here. The overhead light right there, that is actually being ran by the ALLPOWERS R1500, and my R600 is actually running the fridge, which I would probably put that down there because that could run that for days. But that will still run it for at minimum of 10 hours. And if it's cool out, a lot longer, probably a whole entire day pretty easily. If I can remember, it may have been the whole day. We got the battery, the electric blanket. We'll just turn the power off. Looks like pulling in 50 watts from the solar outside. The sun's going in and out. Let's see what this big one's pulling in. Ooh, she's pulling in big now. 110 watts. We got 22 watts on the output, and that's just overhead light. And like I said, the ALLPOWERS R600 is got no draw whatsoever on the BougeRV. And that's the thing, these can run 24 hours depending on the temperature. If it's extremely warm inside wherever you got it, it might wear the solar generator down a little bit quicker. But with the days that we got lately, it's been kind of cool, so this could kick on and off every few 10, 15, 20 minutes, and literally probably last 24 hours or better. I can't remember. I think it was like 20. There. I think it's pulling right now. It's pulling. I just heard the compressor kick on. The compressor kicked on. It's pulling right now. So when it's pulling, it doesn't show an input, but it is pulling in power from the solar too at the same time. So yeah, pretty cool. How's that fire doing? How's that fire doing, Jimmy boy? Jimmy boy, my little fan. Somehow it looks like my little fan got bent. Got stepped on or something. It looks like it's sitting sideways. Nah, that's just the way it sits, I think. It does look like it's sitting sideways. It looks like it's leaning, Jimmy. Lou, you too tired? You too tired? Let me take you outside and show you the Regatta 10. Also, look at that. It's got little pockets. I like it that it's got little pockets. These little pockets. Look at those little pockets. You store things in there. And the zipper itself is like heavy duty. I'm going to take you up close. Look at that. Now that's high quality zipper. Look at that. Look at that zipper. My God. Quality. And then I like this. I can use 2 little beaner clips, and I can do that on each side of the door and open that up like that. So that's kind of cool. Look at that. Perfect. Got lots of room in here. You could put somebody over there for camping. I got this. I really wouldn't have to have all this wood in here. That's taking up a lot of space. And it's a little bit overkill on the power stations. You don't need this much. You really don't need this much. This is overkill on glamping. It's a little bit too much. And of course, if you're gonna do filming, you gotta have a backlight. I also have a camera light here on the back of the camera. So anyways, let's try to walk up here, see if I can do my best work. The Regatta 10 right here. Let me take you for a little walk around, see how we're doing here. I've got this little doomajiggy right here. I've got to kind of fix this up right here a little bit. This I got to seal that down when I take this down and reseal that. I got this over here, a little fire pit. Of course, I ain't gonna have a fire this close to the tent. This is just for this review, this little review. And like I said, I bought this with my own money. So I got it secondhand. It's gently used. Look at all that solar. And everything's hooked up and everything's raring to go, my friends. Beautiful, ain't it? It's a nice setup. What do you think? Pretty cool? Yeah, buddy. So this one right here, that one right there is the biggest solar panel. I think that's either 160 or a 200 watt. I think it was a 200 watt if I'm correct. And then these ones back here are 100 watters. And these, this one's foldable, and the one up there is foldable, and this one's just a flexible. And they're all monocrystalline, so that means that if the sun isn't really out, that means that it'll still collect some kind of juice even in overcasted conditions. Let's go take one last quick walk around the hot tent. Let's do a nice little quick walk around. Beautiful hot tent. Like I said, I've got to do a little work to that. I ordered a piece because I cut that wrong, so I've got to fix that. This is an official Jimmy Boy WHITEDUCK Regatta 10 product review, and I bought this with my own money. WHITEDUCK, pretty cool. They said, Jimmy, you got the power stations. Do you got the solar? I said, yes, indeed. Look at it. She's all lined up, raring to go. Take this puppy off grid anywhere you want. Got a nice little sunny day. Top everything off. But I'll tell you what, with that R1500 by ALLPOWERS, you really are pretty much set for the weekend. This is just a little overkill. They said, Jimmy boy, you're overdoing it. You're overdoing yourself, my friend. Guys, thank you very much for joining us with this little product review of the WHITEDUCK Regatta 10. We'll catch you at the next one. This was an official Jimmy Boy product review. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Cut.